Hello everyone, welcome to today's course of New Energy Vehicle, Power Battery and Management System. Today let's learn about the Precharge circuit. Before we start, let's first understand the role and necessity of capacitors in this circuit. Capacitors have two important roles in circuits. Firstly, it can store charges. In the power battery system of new energy vehicles, capacitors can provide a large current instantly to meet the needs of system startup. Secondly, capacitors can filter out noise, reduce the clutter interference in the circuit, ensuring the stability of the circuit. Capacitors are very necessary in this system because the power battery of new energy vehicles requires a large instantaneous current. Without capacitors to provide this current, it may cause excessive voltage fluctuations in the circuit, affecting the normal operation of the entire system. Next, let's discuss why capacitors must be of large capacity. In the power battery system of new energy vehicles, the current required at startup is very large because only large capacity capacitors can store enough charge to meet this demand. And large capacity capacitors can better filter out noise, reduce the impact of noise on the circuit. Let's take an example. When a new energy vehicle starts, the motor may need hundreds of amps of current. If this current is not buffered by capacitors, it will directly cause a great impact on the battery and circuit. What serious consequences will we bring if there is no pre-charge circuit, such as relay burning and adhesion? When there is no pre-charge circuit, the battery directly supplies power to the load. The instantaneous large current will cause an arc at the relay's contacts. Over time, it will cause the relay to burn or stick, which will affect the normal operation of the entire circuit. This will not only increase our maintenance costs, but also affect the safety and reliability of the car. Now let's take a look at the working principle of the pre-charge circuit. We add a resistor to the pre-charge circuit. The role of this resistor is to limit the current from being too large. This way, we can ensure the normal operation of the circuit. When the circuit starts, current first charges the capacitor through the resistor. As the voltage across the capacitor gradually increases, the current will gradually decrease. When the voltage across the capacitor approaches the battery voltage, the relay closes to short the resistor. The current directly powers the load through the relay. However, we cannot keep the resistor in series in the circuit, because when the current is large, the resistor will heat up and waste energy. So we need to disconnect the resistor at the right time. The timing of this disconnection is decided by the charging amount of the capacitor. When the capacitor is charged to a certain extent, can provide enough current to the load, we can disconnect the resistor. Let the current directly power the load through the relay. This can ensure the normal start of the circuit, but also avoid the resistor from heating up for a long time, which wastes energy. Today we learned new energy vehicles, Precharge circuit, in power battery and management technology. We learned the role of capacitors in circuits and why capacitors must be of large capacity. What are the consequences of not having a pre-charge circuit? And in the pre-charge circuit, the direction of current and the role of resistance. I hope that through today's learning, have a deeper understanding of the pre-charging circuit. Thank you all.